Hello and welcome to Morris Park. I'm Clyde Morris. And today, just wanted to show you something that's happened recently. Got most of my stuff in here all in the greenhouse now. Only got a few things to bring back in, not too many things. Most of it's back in now for the winter. Had to do quite a bit of hauling in and shuffling and so forth. Like my big Evans EI tree here. But anyhow, I had a couple things happen. The other day, I walked in and my big Monodenium heteropoda was right in the floor here. And it used to hang from a rope hanger up there. But the sun kind of ate the rope hanger up and it dropped to the floor. The sun can weaken things like this, so it's probably a good idea to check any kind of macrame or rope hangers that you have. This is kind of a big braided piece of rope that held it up there. And it broke off right up there. And so I found this laying on the floor, but of course, underneath it, there is stuff underneath. I had my Mammillaria elongata staged up, and it hit it and smashed it. Now, this isn't all bad. However you want to look at bad, really. When I picked this up to look at it and see how bad it was, I actually found it was rotten. The plant had rotted back pretty bad. You see that mushy stuff. I'll have to cut back all these cuttings because it left me a whole handful of cuttings. So I'm going to be cutting all these back. In fact, today I'm going to be cutting these back. Just take a pair of clippers and cut all the rotten parts off up to the green because there is quite a bit of good plants here. And once I do that, these are pretty easy to restart. I'll just have to dry them out to restart them to get them going again. Now, one thing I've learned is check your rope hangers for sure. The sun can eat that stuff up, and it's bombs away. Whatever it comes off of, it's going to hit underneath, and it's going to hit it. But like I said, this wasn't all bad. It kind of showed me what was going on here. And had it been left, it would have all died. So I'll be cutting all that rotten stuff off there. Just a minute. And one other thing has happened. This is my Machucana. And as you can see, it's got all kinds of bites out of it. Now, about a month ago, I had a rat get in here. And he chewed this up. And in fact, I'll go back about a year. Last winter this happened, and a rat pretty much removed all the spines on this side so you could get a munch on it. And he bit some holes in it, took all the spines off that one side. Now I got that rat. Now this year, as I say, about a month ago, I had another rat come in here. And this happens all the time in the fall. You'll get rats coming in looking for a good place to live for the winter that's nice and warm and lots of produce. And he attacked it again and chewed on it, making some more holes. But that's not all. That rat also kidnapped 2 plants of mine. And I have no idea where they went. One was a plant that I got back from the rat last year. And that was my Gymnoclycium spegazenii. And that was a pretty special plant. I had it going really good again. The rat last year grabbed it, and I found it actually in a nest here in the greenhouse and was able to find it. This time I can't find it. I don't know what it is about that plant, but they seem to really like it. And it's kidnapped again and gone. This is a special plant. This came from Daz and Edith of Cactomania through Catherine of Purple and Thorns. But it is now kidnapped and missing. They also took my Euphorbia francoisii, so I don't have Euphorbia francoisii in my collection anymore, since they stole that one too. Kidnapped plants. But they hit this plant again. I had another rat, actually after the one that kidnapped those plants, a couple weeks ago. I had another one come in and chewed it some more. And not only this one, but this little Sulco-Rebutia rauschii. Now this plant, I just nursed it all back to health this year. I had to restart it from the original plant, which was 2 little heads like this. It worked great. It grew out good this year, great through the summer. I put off offsets, and that same rat that chewed on the last rat, that chewed on my Machucana, did that. Now, To counteract that, on both these rats, I got them both with this. This is Tomcat bar bait. It's a pretty good one for rats and mice. It comes in a little bar. The thing I found with these bars is that rats will take them and they'll store them. They won't eat them right away. They'll store them. They'll keep coming back to this fresh produce in here and avoid eating the bars until like the middle of winter or something like that when they want something to munch on later on. So what I do is I crush it up. That way they have to eat it. And both rats ate a good portion of these bowls and they have not come back. But still leaving my plants scarred once again. So yeah, the way they get in here, I've had people say, well, where'd they come in at? Find the hole. Well, the hole is basically the open windows. I have to keep the windows open during the summertime, and so they're open, and so things can get in. I close that window there, but even with window screen, they will chew right through the screen and come on in. I've had them do it. In fact, that's where this screen went. It just got chewed up and like got rid of it. It's not going to keep them out anyway, but I have to have air in here. I've been thinking maybe get some hardware cloth or something like that next year, maybe screen that in, make a screen for that. But for now, I just have to fight those rats off. So I keep the bait ready for them. And so when they come in, they'll choose that bait first, and they'll leave the cactus alone. In fact, for the most part, I'll just keep that bait right there on the bench where they come in. So that'll be the first thing they get to. And I can avoid them chewing up all my cactus and succulents. So as I say, I'm still bringing some things in. Got a Horrida Norris Valentis in bloom here. And once I get everything in, I'll probably do a little fall tour and show you everything that's going on. But as for now, I'm still bringing a couple things in. It's been raining pretty good today, so I've kind of stopped. I've got some of my orchids to bring in. I've got another large agave to bring in. One more Euphorbia, the Millii variety Imperator. Still has to come in to fill everything up. I've still got spaces here and there. Not too bad. Up top, I got a few places up there I can put a couple things. Plan to fill this basket up with the medusas in it. Get that going. And got a couple other spaces down there on the benches down there. So I'm still good, still have space, and I'm not worried about space. But you win some, you lose some. When it comes to living in the country like this, you'll get rats and so forth that will come in and do things. But we'll try to stop them as they come in. Anyhow, this is Clyde Morris of Morris Park. I hope you all have a good day. I'm glad we're getting this rain because we've needed it for a long time. We've been powder dry, just desert dry. And just kind of kidding here, but the other day I saw Ziggy from Ziggy's Cacti post that they were getting the fall rains now, and we were just so dry, and I asked him if he would send us some. And by golly, by the next day, we had thunderstorms. But anyhow, this is Clyde Morris from Morris Park. Hope you all have a great day. Take care.